Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a world where every day feels like a gift, where you wake up excited about what's to come, and where you truly love yourself. Sounds amazing, right? Well, that's not just a dream. It's a reality that many people have achieved, thanks to the wisdom of Louise Hay. Her teachings have changed countless lives, showing us how to find joy and peace right here, right now. Today, we're diving into Louise Hay's powerful ideas about experiencing your good now. Get ready to transform your life. Louise Hay wasn't always a spiritual teacher. She faced many challenges in her life, including abuse and illness. But she discovered something incredible: the power of our thoughts to shape our reality. She went from struggling to thriving, and then spent her life sharing what she learned with others. Her books have sold millions of copies worldwide, touching hearts and changing lives. Why? Because her message is simple yet profound. You have the power to create a life you love, starting right now. Think about it. How often do we put off happiness? We say things like, "I'll be happy when I get that job," or "I'll feel good about myself once I lose weight." But Louise Hay teaches us that we don't have to wait. We can experience good now, in this very moment. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything's perfect. It's about finding the good that already exists in our lives and nurturing it. It's about treating ourselves with kindness and love, no matter what's happening around us. Now, let's talk about the power of now. It's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. But Louise Hay reminds us that the present moment is where life actually happens. It's where we have the power to make choices, to feel joy, to love ourselves and others. When we focus on the now, we open ourselves up to all the good that's available to us right this second. Louise Hay often said, "The point of power is always in the present moment." What does this mean? It means that right now, in this very second, you have the power to change your thoughts, to choose love over fear, to take a deep breath and feel grateful for being alive. You don't need to wait for anything or anyone to start feeling good. The power is in your hands, right now. Think about a time when you were fully present in the moment. Maybe you were watching a beautiful sunset, or laughing with a friend, or even just enjoying a delicious meal. Remember how good that felt? That's the power of now. When we're truly present, we're not worried about tomorrow or regretting yesterday. We're just here, experiencing life as it unfolds. And that's where the magic happens. But staying in the present isn't always easy. Our minds love to wander. That's okay. Louise Hay teaches us that we can gently bring our attention back to the now whenever we notice we've drifted off. It's like a muscle we can strengthen with practice. And the more we do it, the more we open ourselves up to experiencing the good that's all around us. One simple way to stay present is to focus on your breath. Take a moment right now to take a deep breath in, and then slowly let it out. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. This simple act brings you right into the present moment. You can do this anytime, anywhere, to reconnect with the now and all the good it holds. Now, let's dive into one of Louise Hay's most powerful tools: positive affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves. They might feel a bit strange at first, but they're like exercise for our minds. Just as we work out our bodies to stay healthy, we can use affirmations to keep our thoughts positive and empowering. Louise Hay believed that many of our problems come from negative thoughts we've repeated to ourselves over and over. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking things like, "I'm not good enough," or "bad things always happen to me." These negative thoughts can become beliefs that shape our lives. But here's the good news: we can change these thoughts. We can replace them with positive affirmations that support and uplift us. Here's an example of a Louise Hay affirmation: "I love and approve of myself." Simple, right? But for many people, this can be a powerful statement. Think about how often we criticize ourselves. Now imagine saying this affirmation to yourself every day, maybe while looking in the mirror. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, it can change how you see yourself. Another powerful affirmation from Louise Hay is, "All is well in my world." This doesn't mean ignoring problems. It's about choosing to focus on the good, on what's going right. When we do this, we often find that solutions to our problems come more easily. we're more open to seeing opportunities and possibilities. Using affirmations is simple, but it takes practice. Louise Hay recommended saying affirmations in the present tense, as if what you want is already true. For example, instead of saying, "I will be confident," say, "I am confident." This helps your mind start believing it now, not sometime in the future. You can use affirmations anytime, anywhere. Say them out loud if you can, or repeat them silently in your mind. You might want to write them down and put them where you'll see them often. Some people like to say affirmations while looking in the mirror, making eye contact with themselves. Others prefer to say them while taking a walk or just before going to sleep. Remember, the goal isn't to deny reality or pretend everything's perfect. It's to shift your focus to the positive, to what's possible. It's about nurturing thoughts that support and empower you, rather than thoughts that bring you down. Louise Hay often talked about the connection between our thoughts and our lives. She believed that what we think about ourselves becomes our reality. So if we're constantly thinking negative thoughts, we're likely to experience more negativity in our lives. But when we choose positive thoughts, we open ourselves up to more positive experiences. This doesn't mean that thinking positive thoughts will magically solve all your problems. Life will still have its challenges, but positive affirmations can change how you approach those challenges. They can help you feel stronger, more confident, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. Let's look at another example. Maybe you're facing a difficult situation at work. You might find yourself thinking, "I can't handle this. It's too much for me." But what if you replace that thought with an affirmation like, "I have the skills and strength to handle this situation"? This doesn't change the situation itself, but it changes your approach to it. You're reminding yourself of your capabilities, boosting your confidence, and opening yourself up to finding solutions. Affirmations can be especially powerful when we're trying to break old habits or patterns. Let's say you want to improve your health. You might use an affirmation like, "I make choices that nourish my body and mind." This affirmation supports your goal and reminds you of the positive changes you're making. It's important to choose affirmations that feel right for you. They should be positive, but also believable. If an affirmation feels too far from your current reality, it might be hard to connect with it. Start with affirmations that feel good and gradually work your way up to more ambitious ones as your belief in yourself grows. Louise Hay also taught that affirmations can be used to support physical healing. She believed in the mind-body connection and that our thoughts could influence our physical health. While it's important to always follow medical advice, adding positive affirmations to your health routine can be beneficial. An example might be, "My body knows how to heal itself, and I support it with loving thoughts." Remember, using affirmations isn't about denying negative feelings or experiences. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated sometimes. These emotions are part of being human. The key is not to get stuck in negative thinking patterns. Acknowledge your feelings, then use affirmations to help shift your thoughts in a more positive direction. Affirmations can also be a great way to start your day. Louise Hay often recommended beginning each morning with positive thoughts. You might want to create a morning routine where you say a few affirmations while getting ready. This can set a positive tone for your whole day. As you practice using affirmations, be patient with yourself. It takes time to change thought patterns that we've had for years. Some days you might find it easier than others. That's okay. The important thing is to keep at it. Over time, you'll likely notice a shift in how you think and feel about yourself and your life. Louise Hay's work with affirmations has helped millions of people around the world. From improving self-esteem to supporting career goals, from enhancing relationships to promoting better health, affirmations can be used in every area of life. They're a simple yet powerful tool for experiencing more good in your life, starting right now. Remember, the words you say to yourself matter. They shape your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately, your life. By choosing positive affirmations, you're choosing to focus on the good, to believe in yourself, and to open up to all the wonderful possibilities life has to offer. It's a simple practice, but it can lead to profound changes. So why not give it a try? Choose an affirmation that resonates with you and start using it today. You might be surprised at how such a small change can make a big difference in how you feel and how you experience your life. As Louise Hay would say, you have the power to heal your life, and you need to know that. Let's embark on a journey that might just change your life. The path to self-love. Louise Hay believed that loving yourself is the key to everything good in life. But what does self-love really mean? It's not about being selfish or thinking you're better than others. It's about accepting yourself completely, flaws and all. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a dear friend. Many of us find it easier to love others than to love ourselves. We criticize our appearance, doubt our abilities, and hold on to past mistakes. But Louise Hay teaches us that true healing begins when we start to love and accept ourselves exactly as we are right now. This doesn't mean we stop growing or improving. It means we approach our growth from a place of love rather than criticism. Here's a simple self-love exercise inspired by Louise Hay. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and say, "I love and accept you exactly as you are." It might feel awkward or even silly at first. That's okay. Keep doing it. Many people find that this simple practice can bring up strong emotions. Some might feel resistance or discomfort. Others might feel a sense of relief or even joy. Whatever you feel, it's all part of the process. As you practice this mirror exercise, pay attention to the thoughts that come up. Are they kind or critical? Do you find it hard to look at yourself with love? Don't judge yourself for any negative thoughts. Just notice them. Then gently bring your focus back to the words, "I love and accept you exactly as you are." Self-love isn't just about saying nice things to yourself. It's also about how you treat yourself in daily life. Do you take care of your body with nourishing food and enough rest? Do you allow yourself time for things you enjoy? Do you set healthy boundaries in your relationships? These are all acts of self-love. Louise Hay often talked about the importance of forgiving ourselves. We all make mistakes. We all have things in our past that we regret. But holding on to guilt and shame doesn't serve us. It keeps us stuck. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean you're saying what happened was okay. It means you're choosing to release the burden of the past so you can move forward with love. Remember, self-love is a journey, not a destination. Some days it might feel easier than others. That's normal. The key is to keep practicing, to keep choosing love over criticism, acceptance over judgment. As you do, you'll likely find that your relationships with others improve too. When we love ourselves, we have more love to give to others. Our minds are constantly buzzing with thoughts. Some lift us up, while others bring us down. Louise Hay teaches us that we have the power to choose which thoughts we focus on and believe. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything's perfect. It means learning to approach challenges with a positive mindset. Think about a negative thought you often have. Maybe it's, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." Now, imagine saying that to a child or a dear friend. You probably wouldn't, right? So why do we say these things to ourselves? Louise Hay encourages us to become aware of our negative self-talk and then consciously choose to change it. Here's a method Louise Hay suggested for transforming negative thoughts. When you notice a negative thought, stop and ask yourself, is this really true? Often, we'll find that our harshest thoughts aren't based in reality. They're old beliefs or fears that we've held on to. Once you've questioned the thought, try to find a more positive way to look at the situation. For example, let's say you make a mistake at work and you find yourself thinking, "I'm so stupid. I can't do anything right." Stop and question this thought. Is it really true that you can't do anything right? Probably not. You likely do many things well. A more balanced thought might be, "I made a mistake, but that's how I learn and grow. I'm capable of doing better next time." This process of transforming thoughts takes practice. At first, you might not believe the positive thoughts. That's okay. Keep practicing. Over time, you'll find it becomes easier to shift to a more positive perspective. Remember, the goal isn't to never have a negative thought. It's to not let negative thoughts control your life. Louise Hay also taught about the power of words. The words we use, both in our thoughts and when we speak, shape our experiences. For example, instead of saying, "I hate my job," try, I'm grateful for the good aspects of my job, and I'm open to new opportunities. This shift in language can open you up to seeing possibilities you might have missed before. As you practice transforming your thoughts, be patient and kind with yourself. It's not about being positive all the time. It's about finding a balanced, loving way to approach life's ups and downs. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Every positive thought is a step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. Gratitude is like a magic key that unlocks joy in our lives. Louise Hay often spoke about the transformative power of being thankful for what we have, right here, right now. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we open ourselves up to experiencing more good in our lives. But what exactly is gratitude? It's more than just saying thank you when someone does something nice for you. It's a way of looking at the world, of noticing and appreciating the good things in your life, big and small. It's about focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. Sometimes, especially when life is challenging, it can be hard to feel grateful. That's when this practice becomes even more important. Louise Hay encouraged people to look for things to be grateful for, even in difficult times. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a stranger, or simply the fact that you're alive and breathing. Here's a simple gratitude exercise you can do daily. Each night before you go to sleep, think of 3 things you're grateful for from that day. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're grateful for the delicious cup of coffee you had in the morning, the smile from a coworker, or the comfortable bed you're lying in. The key is to really feel the gratitude, not just think about it. As you practice gratitude, you might notice a shift in your perspective. Things that used to bother you might not seem as important. You might find yourself noticing more good things in your life. This is because what we focus on tends to grow. When we focus on gratitude, we train our minds to notice more things to be grateful for. Gratitude can also help in difficult situations. Let's say you're stuck in traffic. Instead of getting frustrated, you could choose to be grateful for the car that gets you where you need to go, or for the extra time to listen to your favorite music. This doesn't change the situation, but it changes how you experience it. Louise Hay believed that gratitude could even impact our health. When we're grateful, we tend to feel more positive emotions, which can reduce stress and support our overall well-being. Some people find it helpful to keep a gratitude journal, writing down things they're thankful for each day. Remember, gratitude is a practice. Some days it might come easily, while other days it might feel more challenging. That's okay. The important thing is to keep at it. Over time, you might find that gratitude becomes a natural part of how you see the world, opening you up to experiencing more good in every moment. Healing is a journey that starts from within. Louise Hay believed that many of our physical and emotional issues stem from holding on to past hurts and resentments. She taught that forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and pain. Think about a time when someone hurt you. How does it feel to hold on to that pain? It's like carrying a heavy weight that drags you down. Forgiveness is about putting down that weight. It's a gift you give yourself, not the person who hurt you. Louise Hay often said, "Forgiveness is for you, not for them." But forgiveness isn't always easy. It's a process that takes time and patience. Start by acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to be angry or hurt. Allow yourself to feel these emotions without judgment. Then, try to look at the situation from a different perspective. Often, people who hurt us are acting from their own pain or fear. Louise Hay suggested using affirmations to support the forgiveness process. You might try saying, "I release the past with love. I choose peace in this moment." Remember, you're not saying what happened was okay. You're choosing to release the hold it has on you, to free yourself to move forward. Forgiveness also includes forgiving yourself. Many of us carry guilt or shame about past actions. But holding on to these negative feelings doesn't serve us or anyone else. It keeps us stuck. Try saying to yourself, "I forgive myself for any past mistakes. I choose to love and accept myself now." As you practice forgiveness, you might notice changes in how you feel physically. Many people report feeling lighter, as if a burden has been lifted. This is because our emotional state can affect our physical well-being. By releasing old hurts through forgiveness, we open ourselves up to healing on all levels. Our surroundings have a powerful impact on our mood and mindset. Louise Hay taught that creating a positive environment is an important part of experiencing more good in our lives. This doesn't mean you need to completely redecorate your home or office. It's about making small changes that lift your spirits and support your well-being. Start by looking around your living space. Are there items that bring you joy when you see them? Maybe it's a favorite photo, a piece of art, or a plant. Make sure these things are visible and prominent. On the other hand, are there things that bring up negative feelings? Consider removing them or putting them away. Color can have a big impact on our mood. Louise Hay believed in the power of color to affect our emotions and energy. You might experiment with adding pops of color that make you feel good. This could be as simple as a colorful throw pillow or a bunch of bright flowers. Your environment isn't just about physical objects. It's also about the energy in your space. Open windows to let in fresh air when you can. Play music that uplifts you. Some people like to use essential oils or candles to create a pleasant atmosphere. Don't forget about your digital environment. The content we consume online can affect our mood just as much as our physical surroundings. Consider unfollowing accounts that bring you down and seeking out those that inspire and uplift you. Remember, creating a positive environment is an ongoing process. Pay attention to how different aspects of your surroundings make you feel and make adjustments as needed. Your environment should support and nurture you, helping you to experience more good in your daily life. Louise Hay believed that small, consistent actions can lead to big changes in our lives. Here are a few daily practices inspired by her teachings that can help you experience more good right now. Morning mirror work. Start your day by looking in the mirror and saying something kind to yourself. It could be as simple as "Good morning, I love you." This sets a positive tone for the day. Gratitude moments. Throughout the day, pause to notice something you're grateful for. It could be the taste of your lunch, a kind gesture from a stranger, or the feeling of the sun on your skin. Affirmation breaks. Set reminders on your phone to pause and repeat a positive affirmation. This helps to interrupt negative thought patterns and redirect your focus to the positive. Evening reflection. Before bed, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. What went well? What did you learn? This helps you end the day on a positive note and reinforces the good in your life. Mindful breathing. Take a few deep breaths whenever you feel stressed or overwhelmed. This simple act brings you back to the present moment where you can choose how to respond to situations. Remember, the key is consistency. You don't have to do all of these every day. Start with one or two that resonate with you and build from there. The goal is to make experiencing your good a habit, something you do naturally throughout your day. As we come to the end of our journey through Louise Hay's teachings, remember that experiencing your good now is not about ignoring life's challenges. It's about choosing to focus on the positive, to love yourself, and to approach life with gratitude and openness. Louise Hay's message is one of hope and empowerment. You have the power to shape your experiences through your thoughts and beliefs. By practicing self-love, transforming negative thoughts, cultivating gratitude, and creating a positive environment, you open yourself up to all the good life has to offer. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient and kind with yourself as you incorporate these practices into your life. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Every positive thought, every moment of self-love, every expression of gratitude is a step towards a more joyful, fulfilling life. You are worthy of love, happiness, and all the good things life has to offer. And you don't have to wait for some future time to experience this good. It's available to you right now, in this very moment. As Louise Hay would say, remember, you have been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. So why not start now? Take a deep breath, look around you, and find something to be grateful for. Say something kind to yourself. Choose a positive thought to focus on. In this moment, right now, you can begin to experience your good. And as you do, you might just find that your life transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways.